Six-game winning streaks aren't all that common in conference series, but Ohio's enjoying one over the Akron Zips, and the two schools meet again at Peden Stadium on Saturday. I'm Russ Eisenstein. The Bobcats are 3-4 and 1-2 in the MAC. The Zips are 4-2 and 2-0. This started back in 2008 when Ohio won at Peden 49-42, and that was the only game in this tear that was decided by single digits. Every other one was a double-digit Bobcat victory, including last year when Ohio won 43-3 in the rain at Infocision Stadium. That 40-point margin of victory, well, that was the biggest in a MAC game since 2000 when Jim Grobe in his final season at Ohio coached the Cats to a 52-3 win over Central Michigan. Ohio has outscored the Zips in this streak 220-110. The confidence the Cats have against the Zips comes at a good time. Ohio's trying to end this two-game losing streak, trying to stay in that MAC East race, and they're trying to march ever onward to bowl eligibility. Of the games that Ohio has played recently against Akron, this one could be the most difficult because this could be the best Akron team they've had since 2005.
This game week preview is presented by Donwood Toyota. It's not easy turning a program around. In 2005, the Akron Zips won their first MAC title, went to their first bowl game, and ended with a 7-6 record. In the 8 seasons that followed, the Zips were under 500, including 3 straight 1-11s. Terry Bowden is in his third season as the Zips head coach. One of the 1-11s was his. So was last year's improvement to 5-7. This year's 4 wins in the first 6 weeks shows the boys from the Rubber City are bouncing back. In week 1, they scored 3 touchdowns in drives of less than 40 seconds and shut out Howard 41-0. Week 2 was a 21-3 loss at Penn State. After Ohio fell to Marshall, they did too, 48-17 at home. But then they used all the ketchup at Heinz Field and popped Pitt 21-10.
It's caught! It's going to be an Akron touchdown to Michael Traylor Bennett. He came back for the football. The defender whiffed on the tackle, and Traylor Bennett was home free.
It was 7-6 after one against Eastern Michigan, but the Eagles never scored again. 31-6 the final. And last week, the Zips had 9 sacks, the most since 2004 against UCF. Akron 29, Miami 19. In the win over the Redhawks, junior quarterback Kyle Pohl was hurt on the last play of the first half. To that point, he passed for just under 1,300 yards and 7 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. Redshirt freshman Tommy Woodson has played in all but one of their games and went 7 for 14 for 64 yards in the second half against Miami. Michael Traylor Bennett has caught 4 touchdowns. Zach D'Orazio leads the team with 333 receiving yards. LT Smith has 260 and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Connor Hunley was key in the win over Pitt. He had 148 yards. He has 316 and a touchdown this year. Juwan Chisholm has 213 total. 102 and 2 TDs came last week. The Zips averaged 23 points per game, which is 8th in the MAC. The 397 yards per game is 7th in the league. Defensively, they're second, giving up just 367 yards per game. No one allows fewer points per contest in the MAC than the Zips, 17 points per. They're second against the run and third against the pass. Linebacker Jatavis Brown leads with 50 tackles, 7.5 for loss, and he has a team-high 4 sacks. In the secondary, Chris Gibbons and Bray Ford each have 2 interceptions. All told, the Zips have 7 INTs, 40 tackles for loss, and 21 sacks, which is tops in the MAC.
Ohio certainly knows about injuries as the Zips are dealing with a quarterback injury. Ohio is on to J.D. Sprague for his 4th start this season for the injured Darius Vick. He's looking for his 2nd win as a starter, and he's looking for his first passing touchdown as a starting QB. Hopefully that can happen this weekend. It's a big ball game, and it starts off with the Bobcat Nation barbecue at the Walter Fieldhouse. Click around on OhioBobcats.com for information on that. If you're going to the game, take the Ohio IMG Sports Network along for the ride with you. And you can listen to our hour-long pregame show that starts at 1 o'clock with a kick at 2 as Rob Cornelius, Ryan Boyd, and I will paint the picture of the Akron Zips and the Ohio Bobcats. That's our game week preview. Enjoy it. Week number 8 of the season for Ohio football. For Ryan Cochran and Tanner Smith, I'm Russ Eisenstein, and yes, this is Bobcat TV.